Imagine a perfect day, Dust. Sun's shining bright, skies all blue, and you're taking a dip in the big wide ocean. Suddenly, a shadow appears, getting bigger and bigger. A giant whale pops up from the deep, so huge it makes you look tiny. Ever wondered what would happen if this gentle giant accidentally gulped you down? Spooky thought, right? We often picture a dark, closed-off space inside a whale's tummy. But before we get into this what-if scary story, let's learn a bit about these amazing creatures. Whales are truly something else, Yar. They're the biggest creatures on Earth, and their size alone is enough to make you go, wow. But their eating habits and body parts might surprise you. They're not the people-eating monsters from stories. Most whales, even though they're massive, eat tiny creatures. These big guys are picky eaters, surprisingly. Blue whales, the biggest animals on our planet, munch on krill, which are like tiny prawns. Whale sharks, another huge species, filter plankton, microscopic little things from the water. How do they eat such small stuff? They have special plates in their mouths called baleen. Baleen's like a filter, catching food and letting water pass through. Super efficient, no? Here's another shocker. Most whales have surprisingly small throats. Think about a blue whale's massive size. Now imagine its throat is only about the size of a beach ball, way smaller than you'd think. So could a blue whale swallow a person? Nope, not a chance. Their throats are just too small. They're meant for krill and plankton, not people. There's one type of whale we need to talk about, the sperm whale. Unlike their baleen-having cousins, sperm whales have teeth. And they're hungry fellas. Sperm whales dive deep down to hunt squid. Not your regular street food squid, mind you. Sperm whales fight giant squid, creatures that can grow longer than a bus. Imagine the strength needed to catch and eat something that big. Since they eat giant squid, you might think sperm whales could easily gulp down a human. And yeah, their throats are bigger than baleen whales. But don't worry, sperm whales don't see us as food. They're deep-sea hunters, and they rarely bump into humans. While they could technically swallow a person, there's no proof it's ever happened. Section 4. Swallowed whole, a journey into the abyss. Let's get curious for a sec. What if somehow a sperm whale did swallow you? What would that scary trip be like? First, you'd meet the whale's giant teeth, meant for grabbing and holding onto struggling prey. Then whoosh! Down you go. A quick slide down a dark, slippery throat. The air gets stale and thin. Panic sets in as you realize you're trapped, going down into the unknown. The pressure builds up as you go deeper into the whale's tummy. Total darkness, the only sound the gurgling of digestive juices. You're totally at the mercy of the whale's powerful body. The last stop on this scary journey? The whale's stomach. Super acidic, meant for breaking down food. This is where the real trouble starts. The acids would start to melt your skin and muscles. Ouch! Not a good way to go. Grim, right? But remember, this is super unlikely. Sperm whales, even though they can swallow big prey, aren't a real danger to humans. Section 5. Myths and Reality, Jonah, Bartley and Packard. The idea of being swallowed by a whale has been around for ages. The Bible tells the story of Jonah, who got swallowed by a big fish and lived inside its belly for 3 days. It's a powerful story, but most people think it's a metaphor, not a real thing. Then there's James Bartley, a whale hunter from the 1800s who was supposedly swallowed whole by a sperm whale. The story goes that Bartley was found alive inside the whale's stomach a day later, bleached white but okay otherwise. This story is famous, but there's no proof, and it's considered a tall tale. More recently, Michael Packard, a lobster diver, got accidentally stuck in a humpback whale's mouth in 2021. Packard said he felt pressure and got tossed around before the whale spat him out. Scary for sure, but Packard's story shows that whales often spit out things they can't eat. He was lucky to escape unharmed. These stories, real and made up, show how fascinated we are by these amazing creatures. But let's stick to the facts. The chance of being swallowed by a whale is super slim. Section 6. Our oceans, our responsibility, a call to action. While the idea of being whale food makes a good story, The truth is, we're more dangerous to whales than they are to us. Pollution, messing up their homes, and climate change are all putting these incredible creatures in danger. We need to protect our oceans and the amazing animals living in them. Learning about whales, understanding how they behave, and appreciating their role in the ocean is important for saving them. What can you do? Learn about the problems whales and other sea creatures face. Support groups working to protect our oceans. Make eco-friendly choices in your daily life to reduce your impact. Every little bit counts. The ocean is a huge and mysterious place, full of wonder and beauty. Let's work together so whales can keep living happily in our oceans for years to come.